Everyone, and welcome to another art book overview. Today I'm going to be looking at Yu Yu Hakusho Gashu, Yoshihiro Togashi's collected works of Yu Yu Hakusho. This does collect pieces he did for the series from 1990 to 2005, so pretty much pre Yu Yu Hakusho stuff, early or during Yu Yu Hakusho artwork, and post manga end. This book was originally released in 2009 and did get a subsequent reprint. It is 96 pages, majority of them being color, and A4 size. And like with all of these art book overviews, I'm just going to go in and show you a good majority of these things. So with this first chapter, it is mostly newer stuff, or all newer stuff. So pieces that Togashi did after the series had ended. And you can see the comparison of his character designs with these works comparatively to when the series was coming out. And there's a little bit of difference between the two. So it's quite fascinating to see how he evolved and how his characters evolved over the series run and even past it. As far as I know, this is the only proper art book that Togashi's ever released. It's also the only proper art book in relation to Yu Yu Hakusho that's been released. There are some like anime related ones, as from what I can tell, and fan books, but this is purely just his artwork. So if you are a fan, it is a good one to pick up. It's not super hard to find from my experience. You can still find it a lot of places. And as you can see, it really does contain artwork from most of the characters. Now these pieces are pretty much just when the manga was being serialized, and you can already tell the character designs are quite a bit different from these earlier works to the previous chapter. Some really nice pieces in here. I really like this one and the previous one, actually. Let me turn the page. And if you haven't had the chance to read or watch Yu Yu Hakusho, I greatly encourage you to. It is a fantastic tournament fighter series with a little bit of a twist. I'm not the biggest fan of tournament fighters, just in general, but Yu Yu Hakusho, I don't know. It has a very compelling cast, a pretty likable bunch of characters, and an interesting setting. So it doesn't feel like you feel dragged down by constant fighting or anything like that. Like most of these art books, it does have the spine art from every Japanese volume, all the way up to the final one being 19, as well as these being Togashi's representations of himself in the author's notes, and then of course final information where these pieces were first seen, whether that be magazines or the manga, tankobons, or whatever else. And at the very end we just have that. So that was a majority of Yu Yu Hakusho Gashu. Really, really solid little book, especially if you're a fan of Togashi's works, especially Yu Yu Hakusho. I do definitely recommend it. You can get it from Amazon Japan or CD Japan, whichever you prefer. I tend to go with Amazon. It's just a little bit more reliable and a little bit cheaper generally. And I'll leave a link to that if you are wanting to get your own in the description. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye till then.